welcome once again to the Dwarven Tavern. I sound a lot more sober than I actually am, but that's because I'm continuing this right after the last one. I figure I might as well knock out a couple of these while I'm still in this condition because I don't know when the next one of these will come out. So, I figured I would record it ahead of time. So, in case if I don't know why you wouldn't know this after watching the first one, but in case you don't know, let me fix this microphone real quick. Um, in case you don't know what this is the Drunken Dwarven Dialogues. It's a new series on our channel, talking about basically whatever suits our fancy at the time while getting wasted playing video games. And the catch of these is every time we play these, we have to take a shot of some extremely strong alcohol. I am personally taking shots of tequila, but I can guarantee you those up north will be taking shots of moonshine. So, I will do a few of these by myself first to not only show you guys what this is, but also to show the rest of the Taverneers what this is and get them enticed to do their side of the videos because I would like to see us all doing this all at the same time and getting super wasted all together. But until then, it's just Lyric entertaining you as best as she can, drinking horrible wine and worse tequila. Although this is apparently the best tequila you can get. I'm not a fan. So, oh, my house is so pretty. I should probably chop down another tree. Maybe a few more to make the roof. I'm gonna make it birch! So, for those who are curious about what this video will otherwise entail, if you guys have a topic or something that you would like to, I don't know, get us to talk about or something, I would love to hear it. If you guys have something that you would love to hear us talk about, I mentioned in the last video I wanted to talk about my personal experiences with the stereotypes of women in gaming. Not necessarily the stereotypes themselves, because everybody's heard that, and nobody wants to listen to that, even though it may be true for some people. It's not true for me. And that's just because I'm very privileged in my upbringing as a gamer. And you know what? I think I'm going to talk about that this time. And before you leave, hear me out. My experience as a gamer had so little to do with my gender as a gamer that I didn't realize that there was a gender divide until my teens. And I've been gaming, that doesn't sound like a big deal to some of you because some of you started in your teens or even later. But that's a big deal for me because I've been gaming since I could fucking write. And that was like when I was like, what, 4, 5? I've been gaming a very long time. And if you're just now joining our channel, hi, my name's Lyric, and I've been doing this since I was born. Not this. Video games are not my thing. But anyway, I wanted to talk about why video games, why the discrimination in video games and gaming in general was so weird to me. And I heard a pig. I heard you, you piggy bastard. Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? There she blows. Pig, 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 pig. Boink, boink, boink. Yes. Die, you piggy bastard. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes. Yes. No! Yes. Yes. Okay, so, anyway, I lost my home again. I grew up in a household that, okay, for example, let me start with my parents before I get into me. My mom and my dad got into gaming at the same time, though they did not get into gaming together. My mom found the Dungeon Master's Guide, I believe, in a library, the very first edition, and this Dungeon Master's Guide was so intriguing, or she found the Dragon magazine or something at, that was, well, that's my house. She found something that was very popular at the time, and she was like 15 or something, and she was very interested in it, but she didn't have any other resources for it, and of course the internet wasn't a big thing or even around at that time, giving my mom's age away, unfortunately. God damn it, don't die this early! And she ripped out a piece of paper from this particular magazine or book or whatever, and held on to it for a very long time. And she did not find out what it was until she met my dad some years later. My dad got introduced to gaming by a very close friend that he had in high school, and he started playing as Dungeon Master since he was like 15. So, so my parents got into gaming really early, and they were gaming together by the age of 17. So they've been gaming together for decades. And when they had me and my siblings, they got us into gaming really early because, they're phenomenal gaming parents, and that's what you do as a gaming parent. So, I've been gaming with my siblings since I was a wee lass. And what that means is that me and my siblings have been gaming since before we recognized there was a divide in our genders. We knew what genders we were. Well, I didn't, but that's a different story altogether, which some of you may agree with, and I don't really give a fuck. But whatever. Anyway, why am I back on the roof? I'm not even done with what I was doing. My parents taught us not only through gaming, but they taught us. Oh fuck! I'm wearing eyeliner, and mascara. Oh my god! I probably just made a mess of my face. So my parents taught us through gaming that there is no divide that could separate us as people, that could separate us via talent, that could separate us in general. Why am I making this so much harder on myself? Um, and they taught us that through gaming. They taught us, that should be enough. They taught us that there is no difference between my brother and me, between my sister and me, between my sisters and my brother, because there's no difference between my brother being a boy and my sisters being a girl and me being a girl. They taught us that very early in a very subtle way. Like they didn't. That wasn't a very. It wasn't an intentional lesson, but it was a very, very important lesson. So, I didn't actually realize that there was a gender divide in gaming until I was already almost out of high school. Um, I had introduced a lot of my friends to gaming, both male and female. I usually hung out with girls for whatever reason, mostly because I was shy and they were the ones that sought pity on me. Um, and I almost fell off again. Anyway, when I was about, I don't know, 16, I got into a group that was up. Give me a second. Let me get all my stuff first, and then we'll take that shot. I actually was the most experienced person in the group, and the group was made up of all guys. It was a group of 3 guys and me, and we were gaming together, and I was the most experienced. That was for some reason a very proud moment in my childhood, because I was the only girl gamer that they, not only that they knew, but also I was the one doing the teaching in that scenario. I was teaching them how to be a gamer. And I don't know why that made me so proud. And it didn't occur to me until later that I hadn't experienced other female gamers that had got into gaming on their own. Which I barely experienced guy gamers that got into gaming on their own. So, yeah, fuck. I guess I should take that shot now. Oh! Cheers! Smells like mistakes. Woo! It tastes even worse than mistakes. Oh, Lord in heaven. I was a soprano before, but I guess I'm even more. What is that called? Falsetto. For male because I'm a woman, but whatever. Anyway, Jesus fucking Christ. So what I was saying before the inevitable death that I just experienced, I didn't realize why I was so proud of being the only female gamer in that group until I realized that there is a major lack, or there was a major lack of female gamers in where I was. At my age at the time, I was still a teenager, and most girls had no idea what gaming was at that time. I can guarantee you, there's way more female gamers than that. Did I place it? Eee. I can get. Oh God, you scared me, bud. You scared me. No, please don't look at me. I don't want to see your face. Your face is very beautiful, and I like your purple eyes, but fuck off. There were a lot of gamer people in general in my area, and I know there's a lot more now because there's a lot more businesses that have opened up, a lot more community outreach, like in the Dayton area and whatnot, because I'm originally from the Cincinnati area. I'm actually from like an hour north of Cincinnati in Hamilton, Ohio, where the Dwarven Tavern is currently. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, boink, when I was growing up, it felt like there wasn't a lot of other female gamers around. And I felt the gender divide wasn't really there in the gaming community that I was a part of. That being the tabletop gaming community. And what I have noticed, and this is what I wanted to talk about from the very beginning, is... No! Ah! Fuck my life, why? Okay, I'm just gonna hide in the doorway. Shit! Fuck. Is he gone? Is he gone? The nerve of that man. Me marry him, Madame Gaston. I know the song. Madame Gaston, his little wife. No, sir, not me. I guarantee it. Okay, I'm done. I'm never done with Disney. I'm never done. But anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I have gone to Gen Con. Fuck my life. I have gone to Gen Con for a very long time. I have seen other female gamers all of my life. I have experienced other gamers all of my life. So, I didn't realize that there was a gender divide until other women reached out to me and told me that there was one. You know how weird that was? That there were other women telling me that there was a major problem that I had no experience about, even though I was in that very same situation. And it's because the situation was actually very different than what I had normally experienced. My family, had made it so I would not feel discrimination, based on my gender. As a gamer, my family was made of mostly women. It was, let's see, it was basically 2/3 female. I have 2 older sisters and a mother, 1 younger brother, and a father. So that's 2/6. No, 2/3. Yeah, 2/3 of my family is female. So I never felt that there was any sort of divide that was discriminatory. And I have even rolled up characters of both genders. So it never felt like I was experiencing the divide that other people had felt every single day. That was a real revelation for me, that there was such a problem. And as time progressed, I realized that it was more of a problem with women in the gaming community of video games rather than of, say, tabletop games. I mean, that you can argue that that has to deal with talent. It seems like it feels like guys are way more talented with video games than women are. Um, Boy, I see you waiting outside like a creepy stalker that you is. Oh wait, that's a tree. It feels like women are more inclined to do games that are more creative, and the statistics have shown that, actually, that women are more inclined to do things that are creative, such as Sims games and the like. So it feels like the games that involve a lot of combat and stuff deal with a lot more male driven story types and stuff. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm tipsy and a little bit wasted. Cut me some slack. Anyway, what I was saying was, it feels like the stereotypes, there might be some truth to them, but I feel like it's a little outdated truth. And it feels like the community that my mother was growing up in is way more different than the community I grew up in. And I mean that because my mother, she has recounted the story of being the only woman at Gen Con so many times. She went to Gen Con with my father after developing the Dwarven Tavern so many times and felt that she was maybe one of the 3 women that were actually at the convention. Um, and she said that it was like a sea of men in black t-shirts with no deodorant, and she felt very ostracized there. Actually, not ostracized so much as just she was looked at like a strange creature in the zoo, and people. The gamers at the time were unused to seeing a woman in that particular community. Lifestyle has changed very much so because um, it is actually, if you look at the statistics, it's very close to being an even divide of women and men in the gaming community. Actually, it's pretty much an equal split. I think it's like 49% of gamers are women. It's either 42 to 49% of gamers are women, depending on what you consider as a gamer. The statistics change depending on if you consider gaming to be video gaming, if you consider gaming to be inclusive of phones and their gaming apps. If you consider gaming to be tabletop gaming, which is like what I automatically think of when I talk about gaming. I play video games, but I am very much a tabletop gamer. So the statistics change, and therefore it's very hard to decide what that divide is. However, the mindset is still based on the statistics where it's like 5% of gamers are women. And I think that is outdated. So, that being said, there's a creeper over there. My personal experience is very vastly different than the experience of the world around me. If you want to, I know I have talked to my brother, who was on the very opposite spectrum of this experience. He is a gay. No, he's not gay. He is a guy gamer, and he has experienced what it's like to be surrounded by only guy gamers. He can attest that, other male gamers feel that the lack of female gamers is definitely visible, and that they desire female gamers in their type of I want to say ecosystem, but that's not right. It might be right if you consider what they play as their own little world. That's a very ugly house lyric. But when I talk to my brother, he says that he would love to see, and he's not the only one with this mindset, but he would love to see female gamers playing the games that he plays, like MechWarrior Online, and other online games that I can't recall off the top of my drunken mind. So it's not like the mindset is there for everybody. My brother, personally, as he has told me, He would love to have a female gamer to not only game with, but to be coupled with. So, um, it is definitely a point getter. If you are a female gamer and want to game with the guys, because I mean, I can guarantee you they're gonna be happy to see you. So that's my 2 cents on it. And if you don't believe me, I mean, I have pretty much gotten everybody I know to be gamers now. I've pretty much gotten, like, I will say 90% of the gamers I know now, I actually introduced them into gaming. Or my siblings introduced them to gaming, more specifically my sisters. More specifically Lindsay. She was the one, like, we kind of worked as a team to get everybody in our school into gaming. Very specifically tabletop gaming, because video games were big anyway. So we got people into playing Dungeons and Dragons at a very early age, both male and female, and the society of gamers is more diverse where we come from. I don't know. That's probably really different than most of the experiences that people who are watching this channel feel. And I feel like most guys could attest to what my brother thinks, and that's, seeing a female gamer being more accepted and more welcomed into the world of gaming is encouraged. If you feel that way, please comment below. I'd love to hear it if you agree or disagree or are indifferent about it. Which, I mean, if you disagree, I would like to hear why. And I know for a fact that other older women gamers definitely feel that discrimination. And the stereotypes are there for a reason, in that there have been a lot of guys to second guess female gamers. I'm not going to get into that because you hear about that like nobody's business on the internet, so I'm not even going to, digress into that. So, here we are into the realm of boring. Eat some poke chops. So, I think I'm gonna leave that at that. I have digressed enough in this particular video. Oh, it's even worse when you drink a lot of it. If you would like to see more of this video, please comment below. I would love to definitely do more of these videos. I would have a lot of fun entertaining you guys even more thoroughly with this particular series. And if you guys want to see other Taverneers join in, and I'm going to look at my lovely house from the outside. If you want to see other Taverneers join in with different videos and different video games, please comment below. Holy God, that is an ugly house. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to put some lanterns or torches around it. Why did I say lanterns? So that I can see it from afar. I'm going to have to place some dirt. That's not dirt. That is a wood piece. Boink. Please comment below so that Lyric can know you guys want to see more. I am usually the person to edit and comment back. So please comment below, and I will probably get back to you. And if you are excited to see more of these, let me know so that I can do more of them for you. As you can see, toward the end, I get extremely repetitive, and I will try to not do that in future videos. But until then, I'm just going to place the rest of these torches around the house so that I can see them from afar and not get lost anymore. Boink and boink. Okay. So, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We enjoy all of your comments and subscriptions and views and whatnot. Thank you for enjoying this. I hope it was, if not funny, enlightening. If not enlightening, then at least entertaining to some degree. And if you're interested in more, please comment below. But until that point in time, as Lyric rambles on into the future. I am Lyric Goins with the Dwarven Tavern, and we wish for you to want for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it, then I charged. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Let the game